Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and it's time for this week's Pokemon Omega Ruby Rotation Battle team building video. Now, if you've been following the series of rotation battles for the past little while, you know my current theme is I'm taking a previously defeated Pokemon that did meet defeat and gain the red glow of, I guess, defeat in previous weeks, and using them as sort of the team captain. And I'm also bringing one Pokemon that I haven't actually used yet in the rotation battles to try to give both of these Pokemon a chance to gain the green glow of victory along with the other four that I'll be bringing. So the team captain, sort of, is Cliff the Clefairy, hailing from my Sinnoh team. I say sort of with the air quotes, because usually a team captain that I've been using thus far has been a pretty heavy hitter Mega Evolution sort of thing. Cliff is not that. He's just a little Clefairy, but he is, I say, sort of the team captain because he is the previously defeated one, and he's the one that we're trying to base around type defensiveness and type coverage to try to help him out. So he is going to be the team captain. Heads the Dodrio from my Kanto collection is the previously unused Pokemon. And to check out their strategies, movesets, held items, and all the ideas that go with them, as well as the other four for the team, let's check out the team builder right now. So here is Cliff, who has previously met defeat in the rotation battles in the past. He is going to be more support for the team this week. He has the Timid nature, which increases speed while dropping attack. And he's got the Magic Guard ability, which says he'll only take HP loss from direct attacks. Special things like weather conditions, toxic or burn, none of that is going to drain the HP away. Even things like Leech Seed actually will be no effect on him either. And he has the Flame Orb, because the idea I have with Cliff is I want him to have that Flame Orb to get a burn on himself, and that way he's not going to be able to be put to sleep, he won't be paralyzed with Thunder Wave or anything like that. And you'll see we have a way to make use of that Flame Orb a second time. Because of course, like I said, the Magic Guard will make sure he doesn't lose any HP from the burn that he takes from the Flame Orb. So his moveset is going to start with a fun one. This might be why we haven't won with him. Metronome. Yes, it is a random choice of attack. Or shouldn't say choice anyway. It's a random draw of attack from all the different moves. All the different moves that are out there, except for a few unique specimens. But it is fun, and if we don't win, at least we're going to try having fun along the way. But for support, he does have Thunder Wave. He can paralyze anything on the opposing side other than a ground or electric type, and possibly the rest of the team could get some speed priority on them after that. And we have Trick. The idea with Trick, as long as you're not going to be facing any Mega Evolutions or Primal Reversions, or in the off chance we find Arceus with a plate being held, anything other than that, we can use that Trick to put the Flame Orb on the opponent, and then they're going to take the burn as well. We can also steal away whatever beneficial item they might happen to have. And he is our light screen setter for the week, as you'll see. That is his fourth move. We can get our special defense boosted for 5 turns. And the super training, as you see here, we put a decent amount into the defense, put a little bit into the special defense as well, getting them both to about 176 each. I shouldn't say about, it's exactly 176 at level 100. And we drop some into the speed and the HP as well. The Pokemon that hasn't yet been used in the rotation battles, as I mentioned, is Heads the Dodrio. He is a bold Pokemon, which increases his defense and drops his attack. Not the best, but it's what he has. And the early bird ability says he will wake up from sleep a little bit quicker than usual. He's holding the Focus Sash because his defenses... I was about to say, the defenses are not really that good. They're actually the same as they are for Cliff, pretty much. But anyway, just to make sure that Head survives at least one direct hit, he's going to have that Focus Sash. He won't be fainted from full HP as long as, well, he's at full HP when he gets hit. The moveset is Pluck. So if I expect the opponent might have a held item like a berry, I can use Pluck to gain that berry away and gain the benefit of it for Heads himself. Also just kind of preventing the opponent from getting it, especially if we find something like, I don't know, Harvest Trevenant with Citrus Berry. We can snatch that away. And our only speed priority on the team this week is Quick Attack. Yes, it's a pretty standard speed priority move, but in the off chance that the opponent is at low HP and we want to go for a quick knockout, Quick Attack is the way to go. Acupressure will sharply boost one of Heads' stats, and that's chosen at random. So that plus Cliff's Metronome is going to make this kind of a fun random week of battles. I really hope we have a chance to win, and we're not just going in here with, hindering ourselves with random chance. Anyway, Acupressure could come in handy. I do like the fact that it can also raise accuracy or evasion. Now the accuracy won't really matter because our attacks are fully accurate, but raising the evasiveness is pretty nice. And the final move, just to make use of the early bird ability, is Rest if he's at low HP, which he might be once he gets hit with, for the Focus Sash keeping him at 1 HP. We can rest. We can try to wake up a little bit quicker after getting the full heal from that. For the super training, we max out the speed stat, put a good amount into the attack, and drop the rest into special defense, trying to get both defenses, like I said, around 175 just about each. So the first Pokemon that has previously been victorious in the rotation battles and joining this team is going to be good old Medusa. She is, of course, an Onix. She is hardy, which is a neutral nature, so nothing boosted or lost. And the sturdy ability is kind of like the Focus Sash, only in ability form. She can't be knocked out from full HP in a single hit, which is very nice. And originally, she had the Rock Head ability, and I had her holding Focus Sash to make use of her strategy. And I realized a much better use of this would be the sturdy ability, and she's holding Weakness Policy. There are a number of types of attacks that Onix is weak to. Let me think. Grass, water, fighting, steel, ice. There's probably more, but that's plenty right there. Chances are she's going to be hit by a super effective move. Weakness Policy will sharply boost the attack and special attack of the Pokemon holding it if they're hit by a super effective move. And I've heard many times before that Onix's base attack stat is lower than Oddish. That's kind of sad, and I want to do what I can to try to make all of my Pokemon do the best they can. And I think the Weakness Policy, boosting my Onix's attack stat up when she gets hit by a super effective move, is possibly a way to do that. Now, the moveset starts with Rock Slide, which is a good stab move, and if she outspeeds the opponent, which she might, as you'll see in a moment, then we can possibly get a flinch off. Earthquake is a stab move as well. No flinching, but it's more accurate, and I believe, yeah, it's a little more powerful too. And she also has Iron Head to deal with some of her weaknesses, such as, or at least one of her weaknesses, in Ice, but it also has the chance to flinch as well. And if we can get the Weakness Policy activated, we can get some more powerful damage off with Iron Head. And Rock Polish is going to sharply boost her speed stat by 2 stages. And the idea with this is, I'm going to rotate her in, go for the Rock Polish, and if she, gets hit by anything, she's going to survive thanks to the Sturdy. And if it's super effective, while she boosts her speed stat with Rock Polish, the Weakness Policy is going to sharply boost her attack stat also. So she can be set up to do some pretty serious damage. Downside is if the opponent has any speed priority like Aqua Jet or Ice Shard, something like that we gotta watch out for. For Super Training, we wanted to put these stats where we needed them, and we put them into the speed and the attack. Those are the 2 stats we're looking to boost with our item and our final move, Rock Polish. Drop the remainder into the HP for whatever little good it's going to do us, which probably is nothing. The 4th Pokemon for the team this week is one of my Kalos Pokemon, given to me by Professor Sycamore, Spritz the Wartortle. She is a Jolly Pokemon, which increases her speed while dropping special attack. Her natural ability, of course, is Torrent, and Torrent, of course, if you don't know, but you probably should, makes water moves more powerful if the Pokemon's at low HP. And the held item is the Eviolite. As you'll see, her defenses are 225-ish, hovering around there. The Eviolite's going to boost those by 50%, so another 110 or so. About over 330 defense on both sides. She's going to be a pretty decent wall, I hope. I'm hoping anyway, and she only got 2 weaknesses too. Now, the moveset begins with Scald. I usually put Waterfall on her so we can try to get some flinching off once we outspeed, but I thought the chances of burning the opponent actually might be more beneficial this week, so we went with Scald. And we have Rock Tomb and Icy Wind. Both are going to be speed-dropping moves, and she has the defenses to take some hits, so I can rotate her up, go for one of those speed-dropping attacks, and chances are she's going to survive a hit from the opponent and drop the speed, so a faster Pokemon might outspeed on the following turns. And since she does have a lot of good defenses this week, we went with Substitute. I did have Rain Dance on her, but chances are we might find some Primal Reversions, in which case our Weather setting up attack is not going to have any effect anyways. I thought with the defenses at 330, thanks to Eviolite, Substitute's probably a pretty decent way to go. She's going to tank a couple hits while she gets off some of these speed-dropping moves, or possibly burning with that Scald. Now, the Super Training, you'll see both the Special Offense and Defense have a good amount of investment into them, and we drop the remainder into the Special Attack. The Physical and Special Attack are both around 160 each, which isn't too bad. The 5th Pokemon for the team this week is going to be the Brain, the Hypno. He is a serious Pokemon, which is also a neutral nature, and the Insomnia ability makes him immune to sleep, so I can't put him to Dreamland, of course. And he's holding the leftovers because he has pretty good defenses as well. We did Super Train for that a little bit. And he's going to heal back some HP at the end of each turn. Now, for the moveset, we start with Psychic. Occasionally, I like to run Psyshock for the chance to go, special attack versus physical defense. But I thought, we already have a physical move in Low Sweep, as I'll mention in a second. Let's go with Psychic, that way we have a choice of which type of defense we want to target with our attack. So Psychic is Stab, of course, has a chance to lower special defense as well. Low Sweep is another one of our speed control attacks. We're going to lower the speed of anything we hit with that. Of course, Ghost types will be immune to that, but we can Low Sweep anything else, get some fighting type damage off, and possibly slow them down. Well, not possibly, we will slow them down. Telekinesis. Now that's a fun move that he learned from a TM back in Gen 5 in the Unova region, so he can't relearn this, and it's kind of interesting the way this works. Now, If you use telekinesis, in a way, it gives the target the no guard ability, which means every attack will land with full accuracy, except I think for the one-hit KO moves, but it also grants the target levitate for 3 turns. Now, it doesn't actually change their ability, it just gives them the effects of those 2 abilities. So every attack will hit, but they are immune to ground attacks for those 3 turns. Now the Brain, since he doesn't have as much defense as special defense, he's going to be our Reflect setter for this week. He does have pretty good defense anyway, so we can probably take a hit and then put the Reflect up and get the defenses up for the rest of the team for 5 turns. Now the Super Training, we put a lot into defense, a lot into the special attack, and we put a decent amount into special defense, getting the defense to 200 and special defense to almost 250. The final Pokemon for this week's team is going to be... That's Cliff. Where are you? There we go, Auerbach. He is here, folks. Our Clefable Buster from the Kanto Classic. Yes, that was pretty fun. He's a hardy Pokemon, just like Medusa. It's going to be a neutral nature. I'm using 2 Snake Pokemon this week, I just realized. It's kind of cool. And he has the Intimidate ability. You're going to drop the attack stat of the active Pokemon in the front spot when he comes out of the Pokeball, which means I'm probably going to lead with him if I expect physical offense from the opponent, and then I can just rotate him out and bring up someone else to go for whatever move I want. But if I bring him into one of the reserve spots on the rotation platform, the Intimidate will actually not activate, so I do got to lead with him. His held item, much like leftovers for the Brain, we have Black Sludge for Auerbach. It will heal back HP at the end of every turn, but only if held by a poison type. Any other type actually takes damage from the Black Sludge. The moveset begins with Poison Jab, very powerful, very destructive to those Clefable that I dealt with. And Ice Fang is here for some type coverage in case we see a ground type. We can go for a nice powerful Ice Fang, possibly Flinch, possibly Freeze. Hopefully one of those 2 things will happen. Bulldoze is also on here for some speed control and also to get some damage off. I could go with something... Actually, no. Bulldoze is pretty good. We can drop the speed of whatever, except for a Levitate or Flying Pokemon. And if we do see a Flying Pokemon, of course, Ice Fang will be super effective. Now, for some more speed control, we do have Glare, which is, I believe... Let me check right now. Fully accurate in this generation? Bear with me as I take a quick look here. Glare is 100% accurate. Excellent. So we are going to be able to paralyze anything, and this actually will work on ground types, unlike Cliff's Thunder Wave. Of course, electric types are still fully immune to being paralyzed now in Gen 6, but anything other than that we can paralyze with the Glare. The Super Training maxed out the speed, put a lot into the 2 defenses. Physical is at 183, special defense is at 226 at level 100. So that is your team, my team, our team, for this week's Pokemon Omega Ruby Rotation Battles. I've lost track of what week number this is, but I believe it is maybe 17? I don't want to say that for sure, I don't know. I don't keep track of this. I don't even know the numbers until I make the thumbnails, actually. But anyways, this is the team. Tomorrow the battles are going to go live, so I hope you feel free to come back and check out the battles as they get underway. And in the meantime, feel free to leave a comment down below to let me know what you think of the team I've assembled and any suggested moveset improvements or other strategies I could use for these Pokemon for future battles. And for anyone else that might want to try to recreate some of these Pokemon in their own teams, hopefully your suggestions can help them with some movesets as well. With all that, I want to say thank you for checking out the Team Builder. I hope you come back tomorrow to check out the battles, and until then, I'll catch you next time.